Oh, you know what, y'all? Go to. Hopefully, y'all can see that I'm live. Hello, hello. I guess I should slow walk it a little bit just to make sure because I'm about to get into it of it all. My phone likes to automatically connect to the car. I was gonna wait before I come back because of the fact that I am literally feeling exhausted. But, I'm fine. On tired days, you got still got to do what you got to do. It's Car Chronicles. Happy Thursday. How are you guys feeling? I hope everyone is doing well, feeling well. Life is treating you good. I pray that everyone is having a good day. And in the words of the great Tabitha Brown, the irony of a blue Jeep on a what you call it, flatbed, just rolled past me. But I'm nowhere near ATL. But anyway, in the words of the great Tabitha Brown, I will say I hope you're having a good day. But if you aren't, don't you dare go messing up nobody else's. Hello, hello, welcome in or welcome back. I'm not gonna wait too long to get it started. My last live ended abruptly. Well, it wouldn't let me turn the live off. And then I like the app. First of all, what happened was the app just closed itself and restarted. Then it was showing that I was live, but it was making it seem like I was watching my live. So I couldn't close the live. So I closed it a couple more times because it did it on its own at first. Then I closed it a couple more times, I opened it back up. It didn't work. So I turned the phone off, turned it back on, still wasn't working. Did that a couple times, still wasn't working. And then eventually it shut itself off, I guess. And I'm like, I don't even know what it picked up because like I was talking and doing some other stuff and I needed to make a call too. And I'm like, I'm not about to make this call and this live is doing whatever it wants to do. So I don't know. That was messed up. I don't know what's going on with YTD's last recently. I knew they was going to do a huge update. Okay, one second. I'll be right back because I'm about to get into it for real, for real. I'll be right back. Whew. All right, so I'm back. All right, y'all. I decided to come back because I was sitting in this long line. And as soon as I started getting ready to go live, it started moving, which is fine. I'm gonna be on here as long as I can, and then I'm gonna get off. So I don't know how long this live is gonna be, because like I said, I sat there and sat there and sat there, and then as soon as I started going live, it started moving or whatever. So yeah. But anyway, I'm back. And this morning, I ended up talking about some stuff on the live that is no longer up. My early morning chit chat that I just be doing something or whatever, and it'd be a little this, it'd be a little that. I'm coming back with a piece of that topic that I want to talk about because That one is no longer up because it literally was just all over the place. Like, especially on how tired I was this morning. And so I'm like, let me come back and I want to talk about it. And it's probably I feel like somewhat motivated by the fact that I was just listening when my live did whatever it did. I listened to a couple of replays real quick. Y'all know I'll listen to a replay a little fast so I can get through the replay pretty quickly. Now, one thing I learned, you can't do double the speed because it'd be skipping words and shit, but I still had it going a little fast. And so, I could still catch them. So anyway, I'm listening and I'm like, I guess there's a whole back and forth drag fest going on. I ain't gonna have no reaction on that. They ain't got nothing to do with me. But at the end of the day, I wanted to know what everybody was talking about. And I had heard part of it, so now I heard the other part of it. I get it. That had nothing to do with what I want to talk about, though. This is what I want to talk about. I want to talk about what I was talking about crap buckets earlier. Because as I was listening, I was like, sometimes like people just be having beef out here, and it just be I mean, whatever. Sometimes they have had actual maybe closer relationship, and so it might make sense because sometimes people fall out. So then they have more that they're even like talking about each other and throwing at each other. Oh, and I have to catch the replay that Majane did with the receipts for the continuation of the series on Sevenfold. But anyway, and I will catch it. But in the meantime, I'm getting ready to go on to crap buckets. Hey, Vibe, happy Thursday. Welcome in. I'm about to get on to crap bucket. Let me put this in parts since we're just sitting here right now. I'm about to get into crap buckets because this morning I was talking about how oh, I know why. I know why now because after I was listening to that, I looked at something and I saw a couple of suggestions that came up on my timeline, and I'm like, you know what? Some of them was in that chat when it was in Marjanae's chat when they was throwing super stickers when buckets came in and was talking crap, and she was talking crap about glam, and she was talking about people throwing super stickers because they trying to be seen. Y'all know what I'm talking about. And I was like, that's the kind of stuff you threw at me. So that's what I was talking about this morning. And so it's just recycled because you can't teach an old dog new tricks. So you just going so whenever somebody throwing super stickers, is that what it means? Or it only applies to certain people when it's convenient to say that they throwing super stickers because they want to be seen. Or maybe is it that crap buckets can use it because she's so selfish that other people support one another by being in their chats, by being seen in their chats, by hitting that thumbs up, by being members, by sending super chats or super stickers from time to time, or different gifts. The additional options of things that you can throw at people that are all additionally monetarily valuable, but they do it because that's how they show support. Hey T1000 Boo, welcome, welcome, happy Thursday, because that's how they choose to show support. And so maybe it's convenient that she can throw that at people because as I was like, I think I'm gonna go live and talk about this while I'm sitting in this line. First of all, it's pure jealousy. It's pure jealousy that somebody got turned up in a way it's like so selfish, like a child. Like she expects it to be turned up when it comes to her, but when it comes to everybody else, they can't get that kind of love. But what did she like to say? She just said it the last live I listened to, and I only made it halfway through it. They hate the way y'all love me. But that's showing support. You can translate support to love. So if people are showing love to one another by being present and throwing things that are monetarily valued when they feel like it, then what is that saying about her having to say something about it? You're jealous. You think everything's supposed to come to you. And I'm going to add into it, to me, a person like her that's so greedy and selfish, It gives. You don't have. You never had. You've been on the struggle bus all your life because if you had things, some of y'all can testify to this. This is my opinion from where I'm sitting. If you had things, if you had your basic necessities met, attention, love, uh, monetarily valuable things, I mean, food maybe enough, adequate, whatever it is, you grow up valuing those things, medical care, dental care, health, and you haven't been through anything. It's my turn. One second, one second. I'll be right back. Y'all, when I tell y'all I was focusing so much just to make sure I kept my train of thought, and what I want to say is it wouldn't be such a big deal to that person. I don't think they would feel like they need to hog everything and they have to have everything for themselves if they are used to having enough. Now, don't get me wrong, there are some people that have had comfortable lives that are just greedy and selfish. But some of the people that are just greedy and selfish that have had comfortable lives also don't be like all busted and bummy unless they have like something else going on. I just say overall it gives. She never had enough. Youth, adult, none of that. And she never played well in the sandbox. I don't think so. I think that she was the out person. That's the TMN, like she said it the other day when she was throwing shots, talking about you know, TM. Y'all know what the letters stand for. She said, she stuttered. She said TM. And then she goes to TMN. Like, man, you ain't even bold enough to say it with your chest, bitch. You named yourself that, you punk. You a whole punk out here, and you can't even say that bitch ass name without stuttering. Damn, you soft. I'd be embarrassed on every level. And I just don't think somebody that had adequate things end up like a crap buckets. But while you sitting on the outside watching people play well in the sandbox, even if they previously didn't get along, you sitting over there just as jealous as you want to be because it doesn't include you, which you are aware that it would never include you because that's not your story and you don't know how to play like that. You don't. You're the one when somebody's sitting there in the sandbox being nice, you just throw sand in their eyes for no reason. Something wrong with you. Wrong with your own siblings don't even mess with you. Your own family don't mess with you. Own daughter on a trip talking about you bought somebody a car and paid for her trip, and then the next breath your son is getting out. You could have known he was getting out. Ain't no way that y'all knew he was getting out and she went on a trip at the same time, or it's not that important to her for some reason. But the way you talk, ain't no way you paid for that trip that would that would land around that time that would have her excluded when you couldn't even go by yourself. You had to drag the girlfriend into it. You ain't never had nothing and probably needed some money out of her for gas and transportation and all those things to go pick up the criminal son that's coming out of summer camp. Ain't never had nothing, ain't never been nothing, no role model, no example, nothing. All right, I can't turn until the light changes. Vibe said Nana was lit. Okay, I gotta check it out. Vibe said, she said, no, I give supers to people that's standing on business. Period. Same. And I think a lot of us do. The people standing on business, the chat is lit. They're entertaining. I'm like, oh, that was an hour or two well spent. I really enjoyed that. And I'm kind of restrictive in who I throw money at. You know, when it was oh, I'm looking like as if I don't have to wait for this light. I'm looking like, I mean, I was like initially, I feel like I was a little bit more free-hearted, but I got three examples in the same span of about a year of content creators that I threw money at that was on bull. And I got extremely selective after that. Extremely selective. Because what you're not about to do is play with me about my coins. They're mine. I don't have to give you anything. I don't give a damn what you think. It ain't my fault you chose to be a bum. Now, the first one, I don't think she was a bum. I'm not really sure. She didn't tell us that much about her life. I never really questioned it. But them other two, the second one and then the third one was crap buckets. They are definitely, at least at that point in time, Homeboy was a little bumming. He was a little bumming. I don't know if he is anymore. He seems to have had and it's funny because the first person, I ain't like her attitude after. I'm like, okay, cool. She didn't say all of that. This is kind of a little off base, but it's I got a little selective is what I'm building up to. She was cool, but I just was like, nah, I gotta be selective. And then the second one, he was bumming at the time. But you know what's funny? Because Crap Bucket's been bumming. And you know the difference between the two of them? That man life then turned around. And he had an excuse to be bumming. He was fresh out of the pen doing big numbers. And he was trying to get his life on track. So that's why he was bumming, because he was struggling to get on his feet. He'd have turned that thing all the way around. Okay. So she the only one still out here bumming and being entitled. And being entitled. I'm not mad at anybody I threw money at. I just get selective. But ain't nobody throwing money for attention. You gotta pay to be seen. And and for someone to have a mindset like that, they're telling on themselves. You're letting us know that people pay to play with you. You're letting us know that that you expecting people to send you money so that they can be seen. Because we have discovered that she is very much so a projector, a projector. So that's her point of view because she's projecting. We don't have to throw money to be seen, but you can throw money at who you support in whatever way you choose to support. Like I said, especially if it's a live stream, I mean, a long stream, or you were very entertained, or whatever the reason is that you want to show love to the people. And I want to touch on something else when it comes to that, because she was talking about another content creator being emotional over receiving $250. First of all, bitch, you ain't got shit. Let me watch my language, okay? You don't have crap like the bucket that you put it in. Side note, y'all look for the crap bucket tats and the crap buckets t-shirts and stuff. The apps are starting to recognize it and put it on there because the last one, I didn't even tell it to put it on the t-shirt. But anyway, um, shit. I'm tired, y'all. Please don't tell me I'm about to lose my train of thought. What was I about to say? Nothing like the crap buckets that she have. Damn it, I forgot my train of thought. I lost it. I should have just finished the thought first. But Um, I say she doesn't have crap. Oh, so she would see it that way because sending a little bit of money would be a loss to her. It's a big deal because she leans on it and she depends on it. The money that some of the people that are out here throwing is their entertainment money, their spare money, they free money. It ain't gonna stop them from living. It ain't gonna stop them from paying a bill. Y'all know I'm driving, so excuse me if I don't look down in the chat. Hope y'all enjoy the skybox. It's fully stocked with some snacks, some popcorn up there, some candy. You know what I mean? Got a little nachos, all the things. Got a little soda up there. What kind you like? Cream soda, orange soda, strawberry soda, a little bit of Pepsi and some Coke if you're a Coke drinker. Enjoy, enjoy. But like, it's a big deal to her because she don't have anything. Oh, I know. She was saying the 250 was like, oh, we're getting emotional over 250 like it's nothing to a boss. That was kind of like how she was saying it. But first of all, it's something to you because you don't have anything. And I want to talk about even like with the, like I said, when she was talking crap, when I'm the one that sent her a super sticker, when I opened up my Cash App before, and I got some cash apps where people was like, buy yourself a cup of coffee or something like that. Do you know that hit me in my heart? It hit me in my heart. No matter how big or small, somebody thought enough of me to send me their money just to do something for me. And I'm like a giver. It's funny because I've been saying I'm a giver some of my lives recently. And as much as she copycat, now she keeps saying she a giver, but you can say it as much as you want to. Everybody has seen who you are. You can't erase being a taker. And that's just how that goes. But I'm a giver. And so when a perfect stranger, because I know you guys virtually, so I'm not saying that, you're unfamiliar, but none of us has met in real life. And so for a perfect stranger to think of me and say, hey, here's 10, $15, whatever, buy yourself a cup of coffee, lunch on me. I was like, that's so sweet. It doesn't mean that I needed the money to get coffee. Clearly, I'm gonna get my coffee, whether I make it at home or whether I buy it. And I can be a little bit cheesy with my coin off the strength of why the hell do a cup of coffee cost that much? I'd rather make it at home, and that's my business. But that doesn't mean I can't buy it out. I don't want to all the time. But somebody thought enough of me to be like, here, go get you a coffee. And I'm like, ooh, period. I could get me a little frou coffee and a cold beverage on the side. How sweet. Buy yourself lunch. Oh, somebody treated me to lunch. That is so nice. Thank you so much for thinking of me and doing for me. But you got to have a humble spirit to have that approach to it. You saying that people throwing money to manipulate and that it's bad if somebody gets emotional over that's a big deal. Any bit of somebody's money that they send to you just because, and especially think about it. Okay, any bit of their money that they send to you just because is so endearing from my point of view. Like how sweet, and then and thoughtful, right? And generous, even if it's $1. And then on top of it, if you're talking about a time when somebody really, really needed it and they were trying so hard to figure it out and them, oh my gosh, what a blessing. And I like to say blessed to be a blessing. You know what I mean? Because like I said, me personally, I'm a giver. That's how I roll. Or depending on how the year went, let's do a few of them. You know what I'm saying? And even though that is true, I'm still like, shit, my money is my money. I don't have to throw you my money to be seen. Who the hell do you think you are? You ain't nobody. You're definitely not important. And this is the most relevance, I believe, that buckets have ever experienced in the entirety of her life. The most. It'll never get any better than this. When this is gone, she gonna be clinging to it like a lifeline. She's surprised that it even went this way. Completely surprised. That's just how I feel because she ain't never did anything right. And she's like, my gift of gab, my gift of gab, because somebody probably told her that or described her that way and to describe her manipulating. And she's trying to turn the negative into a positive and make herself feel like she's done something. Because in addition to watching the people closest to her accomplish things in life, be with, attached to others around their however the ages go, that also accomplish things in life. And she was the one that was crack out, I'm saying. And now here she is trying to make it seem like she is on the same playing field as others that are doing this. It makes her feel like she did something. So it went straight to her head, which is exactly what it would do to a nothing A B. That's exactly what it would do to a nothing A B. Go straight to their head because they didn't have anything else that they've done and they don't know how to be humble. Sad. I'm about to be able to look. I thought I was going to be able to look up here. I'm about to be able to look at this. Regardless, I'll be able to look at the screen in just a minute. Y'all know this is Car Chronicles. I think I'm about to come to a stop. And if I'm reading this right, then I will look at the chat at that time. If I'm reading that correctly, yeah, there's no one at this stop sign. So I'm gonna read the chat real quick since there's no cars. Um, y'all speaking. Hey, Bonnie Mitchell, welcome in. Vibe said, mm-hmm. Vibe said, ooh. These people have habits, gambling, rugs, etc. Right. That too. All bad. All bad. Every penny counts for them. And don't have anything on their own. And if they did, they would have used it all that way because whatever people is throwing at them, they use that way. She said expecting someone else to take care of them is tragic. So, ooh, ooh, that's it. So tragic. And then Bonnie Mitchell, socially awkward. That's it right there. That's it right there. Socially awkward. Oh, oh, that was it right there. Sad, tragic behavior. Expecting others to take care of your grown butt in a way that the people closest to you in your bloodline refused to do. How dreadful. And then being entitled. Ridiculous. Can't get along with your peers. Turn into those D rugs, turning to other habits, addictions to escape real life as a result of your adult choices. And then people come on here and go, somebody is on fire. I want to celebrate them that way. And then this heifer come out and go, they want to be seen. No, you're the one who wants to be seen in a way you've never been seen before. And I can't speak for the some of the other people. I don't know. I don't know anybody in real life, but I don't get the impression from the majority that they haven't been seen. I don't get the impression. That's not that's not how it reads from where excuse me, from where I'm sitting. Okay. But I mentioned that earlier and I'm like, you know what? After what I'm listening to, let me bring that up again because who the hell, first of all, who the hell do you think you are? And I'll tell you what, and I said it when I talked about it back then, and I say it now. It's called cutting your nose off to spite your face. You know why? Because I'm loyal. I'm loyal AF. If I like you, I like you. If I don't F with you, hey, hey, I'm like Cardi B. But I mean, I can forgive though. But when it comes to certain situations, it depends. I'm gonna say this: I can forgive. It depends on the situation. But when it comes to other people, depending on what they did, if a bitch got beef with me, we got beef. Pause. Turn your head all the way over your neck in a way I can't do right now. Forever, B. Forever, ever. And as far as that, throwback, out of date, oversized, missing Uno teethed, cow stealing, Miss Mitzi robbing, armed robbing, faking, copycatting, socially awkward, press, desperate, fake, toxic, thieving, etc., B word goes. It's not just this lifetime. It's until next lifetime. It's that bad. Sucks to be you. Sucks to be you. Because I like you until I don't. And it was inevitable anyway. So it's a good thing, like what I was talking about earlier, whatever happened. It's a good thing that it happened when it did because it was inevitable. Because I was starting to be like, something ain't right. I was like, oh no, I'm getting the vibe is something, I don't know, something is off. Something is really off. And for all everybody that followed her and believed what she said about me, cussed me out when I dropped in your chat, middle finger to you too. Oh, if you want to apologize, my chat is open. Cuss me out for no reason and threw at me the lie that she told on me or lies. That main number one lie, it wasn't true. And cut yourself off to spite your face. Cause some of y'all be pressed about that money too. And you cut me off immediately before I could even get down because you believed a lying thieving hoe. But when she told lies on you, and I ain't just talking about DJ, because she not the only one. We're supposed to believe that she lied on you, whoever you are. Everybody that fits that category. We're supposed to believe she lied on you. But whatever she said about me, you threw it at me like it was true. So she couldn't have lied on me. Middle finger to all of y'all. Anybody that checked out on me for no reason. And that's your you know what? Let me say on buckets. I was getting ready to segue. You know what? Not today. I gotta say that for another day. Let me take myself down a notch. Cause somebody else checked out on me so bad for no just because. I'm just gonna leave it because I that deserves its own separate thing. So I'm not gonna cross them up. I'm not, and I have to because I supported you too. But no, we ain't gonna get distracted. We're not gonna get distracted. That's gonna be. I'm gonna do that its own. She said, all that land. Why aren't they gardening? Make it make sense. Period. You would think so, right? You over here scratching and surviving. Why aren't you gardening? You need money, all that land. If you can get a he shed for the kids with all the working utilities in it. Listen to this. Check this out right here. And you need money, whatever scratching his land that existed. I mean, the land still exists, but was in his possession. Why y'all couldn't put more than one on there and do the same thing and earn some income? How come when the kids aged out, if you still got it like you say you got it, because now she gonna start telling this lie after I say it. Why you ain't rent it out? Why you ain't turn it into income? throws a barbecue outside of the storage shed with extension cords running that look a mess. Your ass was over there on twin pallets, just the same, with your kids in an outhouse because you wanted to be up under big man. Ridiculous. Ridiculous. That's what it was. It don't exist. And it wasn't no utilities in it. And honestly, if she herself believed that utilities was really running up in that bit, either one of those places, she would just let it go. Why she works so overtime to keep on talking about it? Who gives a damn if it's true? I paid however many, what did she say? Did she say $5,000? Was that what the number was this last time? Because you know it'd be all over the place. I think she said 5,000. Somebody, I know one of y'all said, to have them drop something in the ground in great detail. It wasn't well water. It was the city. They came out, they dropped it in the ground. We had running water. Shut your ass up. You liar. You dusty, dirty stank. And if you know you live in a place that's utility adjacent, including plumbing, you go get a hotel room, wouldn't you run to the tub? Like, damn, I get to soak in the tub and scrub this dirt up off of me because I ain't really been washing my crack like that. No, you so dirty and so, you know, I'm trying to monitor my words because I keep getting reported. So I'm really super censoring everything to the best of my ability if I slow down and say it. So y'all get why I'm saying it like that. You had because of that, I'm gonna call it an affliction. Because of that affliction, you had to run straight to the machine trying to double up, probably so you can show out or whatever. Ridiculous. Don't take care of yourself. Ridiculous. Um, Body Mitchell said because she said vibe because she's building her house there, right? Because they're developing. They're developing on the land. The land, the land, the land. All them dreams. Wake up. Pinch yourself, you fat bit. You stupid, fat, stanky, uno toothed bit. We're gonna have to recycle some of them, some childish words. Remember when you was a kid and people used to stink? We didn't call them stank. I don't know. It depends on where you was at in the world. We called them, what was it? It was stinky. Yo, stinky self. Walking around, look, watch this. Walking around smelling like Bookie. Open your mouth, smell like dookie breath. oh, 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 hold on, I gotta check my breath. Body Mitchell said country living. Right, right. You know what though? Here's the other thing. No, no, you know what? I would say it. I would say it. But if I say it, she gonna start using it as an excuse. But I'm gonna put it to you like this. I don't want to leave y'all out there. You know what? Forget it. I'm gonna say it because if she start using it, then you know where you heard it here first. Cause she'll hear somebody say something and she'll be like, "Ooh, that's good. I'm gonna use that." If you know about farm living, if you know about country living, especially if you growing stuff on the land, wasn't no growth happening on the land. First of all, it smelled exactly like crap because that's what they use to grow their stuff. So therefore, if you out there all the time and you come in and you don't wash properly, it would make sense that the smell got into you because you country living, you outside, you smelling like what it takes to grow stuff. But you would also be aware that you probably need to sit in the tub from time to time and scrub yourself real good to get that smell that's in the air off of you, out of your hair, out of your clothes, all the things, whatever it is you do to make sure you don't walk around smelling like you is in deep in the country. I'm a city girl, but I know about it. I got country roots. Well, country roots meaning, that's where my family come from. But that's not her story. Cause what was y'all growing out there? So why you walking around stanking? And it probably was more than just the smell of Buki. I'm sure. I wouldn't even want to smell it. Hold on, let me check something real quick. Nobody got to throw money to be seen. She was just jealous that all those super chats going to Majane was not going to her. So she came out here like a little child having a temper tantrum because she thinks she got some sort of effect. And she went live and told a bunch of lies because she crossing over her lies or whatever. But at the end of the day, it doesn't matter. You ain't get the money and it ain't nothing you can do about it. Nobody cares about that old bull crap that you selling. And anybody that's smart, anything you told them, they will erase that and start anew. Because especially if they have disconnected from you, they realize that when you turned up on them, you lied. So anything that they believed about anybody you turned up on, if they have some intelligence, they go, "Oh shit, she lied on me. I'm cool with so and so." They say she lied on them. So whether you cool with them or not, you gotta recognize the girl's a liar. If she lied on you, she probably lied on everybody that's saying she lied on them. She'll say any damn thing, anything. Mm. 2011. I said, building your house on sand, it won't last. That part. Vibe said sharecropping. Oh wait, but even the sharecroppers was making it do what it does. Even the sharecroppers was making it do what it does. She a dusty old crap bucket, just nothing, you know what. And then fast forward to the live from yesterday. Yeah, that was yesterday. Y'all work with me. Uh, For the live from yesterday when she's talking about her kids and she's like, and my kids always look good. She was talking about the one that's getting out of Mickey Mouse camp. Where boys play with boys and the weak get bent over, aka probably her son. And yes, he's a grown man. I can say what I want. If he was a minor, I wouldn't touch it with a 10-foot pole. Yeah. So the Mickey Mouse summer camp where they go and play house. And it's all boys, no girls invited, no girls allowed. Boys rule, girls drool. And they just play pitter patter games. These kind. Skin on skin contact. Yeah. When she was talking about picking her son up from that kind of camp, she went to talking about how her kids always looked. And then she gonna say, forget the pictures when they look like she was talking about like when they had just came from fishing, but this one was always fresh to death. And I'm like, first of all, so you got pictures of the kids looking like they was coming from fishing, but they wasn't holding up they fish. And do you watch, like, have you ever been fishing and do you watch people that fish? Because I don't know. You go on fishing, the fisher men and women out there. Do you go fishing looking bummy as hell? I haven't been fishing a whole lot, but I've been fishing. And when I went fishing, I didn't go dusty as hell. You getting your kids looking dusty going fishing? And I watch fishing channels. They be looking regular. They got their jewelry on, their clothes look cool. They probably do have specific fishing attire, but they don't be looking busted and disgusted. So you talking about forget when they was looking like however she said she talking about that that's when they was coming from fishing. And the times that our kids went fishing, it was probably because there wasn't no food. So they had to go, man don't fish, the man don't eat. They had to go fishing so that they can get some food and probably had to fish for themselves and her because she ain't gonna do nothing, but she a taker. Forget those. But he was the best dresser. He was going to school with this, and he got clothes, he got shoes more expensive than your wardrobe, or whatever it was she said. And I'm like, is that why he was smuggling human beings that don't belong in the country? Because he was trying to keep up putting on airs, or is it you? And why your kid walking around with spending that much? You talking about you clothed him. So you spent that much to clothe him? What about the rest of them? Because he always was the best looking. Was he the favored one? That's why he was trying to keep that money up, trying to do something for you. It's your fault your son went to the Mickey Mouse summer camp where boys are only invited and they play with each other like this, especially when the lights go out. Eeker, eeker, eeker. Bunk beds be rocking up in that smelling like, oh hell no. The familiar sound of manure from a farm. Is that the reason? And how do you spend that much money on one pair of shoes and you walking around with your shoes too small, looking like they came from the third hand store with a dress from the Dollar General clearance rack, like you couldn't afford lotion, with an ill-fitted bra, with the boobies on your back exposed, and you didn't cover them up at church, allegedly on Easter Sunday, walking around with your head looking like mom's Mabley, busted and disgusted everywhere you go. No brand, no nothing. Don't even look halfway decent unless people pull you together. And on the pictures where they got your hair in a ponytail, two separate pictures from two separate occasions, it was a lace front. Then that's the only way they can make it look like your hair look halfway decent. But whoever laid that lace down didn't do a good job because it's clearly lace rolling up and curling up, looking a hot, terrible mess. But you got money to spend that much on your son's shoes. That's why, even though I don't believe it to be true, that's why you so focused on how much money people spending on others. You want it all for yourself so you can go trick it off and then come out here and lie. Jealous, never played well in the sandbox, socially awkward. And you know what? Now that everybody that pulled away from you, generally, the majority, guess who you sitting with? The socially awkward crew. SAC, the socially awkward crew. 7-4, socially awkward. You, crap buckets, extremely socially awkward. 7-4, extremely as well. Twin palettes, obviously, very much so, socially awkward. And then that dude, I don't really watch him like that, but I've looked in recently a couple of times. Shishashi. I can't watch a whole thing of his. That man looked like he was a crack. I don't know if I could say baby, like double, like whoever birthed him. Let me say it like that. I don't want to talk about his mama. I'm gonna say this. I'm talking about him. When he was born, he didn't just have that C rack in his built in his system. He looked like that person was riding a white horse, and they had that C rack in there. And they might have been on what they not what I just learned that they call it. Damn, it's a new name. It's a name for it that was for MEFT. I mean METH. Damn, I forgot. I forgot the damn nickname of it. That person probably was on all three when he was born. I said, damn, you this motherfucker got the classic look of a Shrek baby. Shrek baby. He got the classic. I mean, you know how some of the kids was born and they might have had behavioral issues or other things going on. I'm gonna look down in the comments in a second. But you may or may not have recognized it. But you like something is off, whatever it is. They got some learning disabilities, whatever. But they don't. Not all of them have that look where you could just easily identify. And then some of them, they literally look like they were Shrek babies. Shrek baby. That motherfucker looked like a straight up, like I'm talking about, like right when she was in labor, she was like, "Let me take some Shrek, and then I'm gonna take some Shrek run. I'm gonna strike the Shrek shorts, and while I'm shedding, I'm gonna shake some chefs." And that baby came out like hands up, just twitching. They like, oh, she run him to the incubator. Something wrong. And now he done ran and he done turned into a whole grown man. And he over here like, I can walk around my should. Says I'm a Shrek. No, you was a triple Shrek baby. Something is wrong with you. And your whole crew is socially awkward. You was socially awkward. Just streets and show. Ooh, oh, you got your breath. Wait, the socially awkward crew. All of them. And everybody else is strong. Say, try. Stupid. Dumb as hell. Oh, let me see. Let me look out at the garbage. Oh, they went down to say not Mickey Mouse summer camp. Yeah, Mickey Mouse summer camp. You know how Mickey be if y'all look at the Mickey Mouse playhouse, yeah, and know what Mickey be doing. Hey, shaders and gentlemen, welcome to this house. It be some clapping going on. But in the case of the adult Mickey Mouse playhouse, it's skin to skin. Lights out, motherfuckers know what they smell is. They just turn over and mind their business. I'm gonna say that her son was on the receiving end. He's a taker. Listen, he's a smuggler, therefore he's a taker. So I'm sure when he got in the Mickey Mouse clubhouse, summer camp for boys, the special place, he was a special receiver. Did she say he played football? She said he played football. Did she ever tell y'all his position? I know his position. Y'all know what his position was? Wide receiver. I take the biggest boy up in here. Oh, you long and strong? Let's go. Takers. A family of takers. That's why she thinks she's supposed to receive everything. She done taught her son to be the receiver. But what he receiving, I don't think she planned on that. Well, guess what? You crossed the message. You and your whole socially shockward shrew. She said rain boots and baloney. Right. Going way back with it. I only was a thief in my 20s. Girl, that don't make it better. You're a taker. And so is your son. Bunk bed. All the rest of the boys just rolled over like this. It go like this, y'all. It go like this. Watch this. take that. No, all Diddy. That's how I go in the Mickey Mouse Boys Club Playhouse. Must be the money. Bonnie Mitchell said, Little Walter is his name from Cadillac Records. Period. Right. Let me see. He is Valentine baby in the house. Hey, hey, hey. Welcome in. Happy Thursday. Hope you're having a really great day. Shrek Shravy. Shrek, doom, 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 doom. You're Shrek, baby. Doom, 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 doom. You're Shrek, baby. Doom, 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 doom. You're Shrek, baby. They be shrieking everything, and their children be retrieving. Retrieving. Take that, take that, take that. Oh. Johnny Finex. Hello, hello. Welcome in. Happy Thursday. Come on, man. She said, all right, kiss, you're going up on the you going up on the name wall, potato chip head. Oh, do. Shrek, baby. What not? Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness gracious alive. Uh. You know what, y'all? Let me tell you something. You know what? I was gonna say something, but I'm not gonna give it no attention. I'm not. I was getting ready. I was gonna make a comment. I think I did. Not think, but the last time I did. So this time I'm not gonna even address it. Y'all know it. If you looking in the chat, then you know. I'm like, come on, man, get out of here. We'll just do it like that, and we'll just move on. We shall move on. But yeah, it's crazy. People are crazy. I tell you, crazy. Let me turn. Do that like that. Do that like that. All that stuff. Tater bug in the building. Happy Thursday. Shrek, baby. Do. Shrek, baby. Shroom. Just right. Source. Shroom. Take that, take that. Oh, oh, oh. She like, I want to take everything. My son in there receiving, not giving. So hell, I might as well take my damn self. Why should I be a giver? Why start now? You taught your kids to be selfish takers. He was only looking a little bummy when he was going to visit his daddy. Didn't you say you was talking about? She said when she was saying like when he was older, but then she said that they daddies died. Their dad. She said they all had the same dad. That's questionable. And then she said the dad passed when they were younger. But then she was talking about him looking fresh to you know what. And only looking one of the times he was looking bummy was when he was going to visit his dad. I'm like, girl, your story all over the place. We don't even care. We don't care about that either. The story came out about your son, and that's another thing, another one of those lives. I mean, not lives, I meant to say lies. She got caught up in. She's so dumb because when they first came out that her son had got caught up, she lied. She said her son was moving off campus because he was able to get a house. She was bragging about how big the house was and all this other kind of stuff, but it seemed kind of impromptu, like it was an emergency, like she ran to him to help him move, like not in a planned manner, because otherwise she would have been talking about it and bragging about it. But it was a rushed emergency thing. Then she said he was still in school. She tried to make it seem like initially that the only thing that changed is that he moved and she said he was red shirting. I think it was a red shirt. If it was another color, I don't know because if it was, I wasn't familiar. Prior to that, I only heard of a red shirt anyway. Um, but the other day, when she was talking about the situation, she said he got caught up when he was 18, and it took until the age of 20 for him to basically report. I don't know if it was sentence or report, but anyway, until 20, he actually started doing the time. So that would mean that you lied. That would mean that you lied because a school, especially a top rated school, especially if it's one of their top recruits in trouble like that, they may or may not put you on probation. They may or may not wait to see what happens. It's going to depend on the charge. And they're probably going to have the ability to talk to like the prosecutor, or prosecution, I should say, because there's a team usually, and find out how serious it is in terms of like even the evidence or what's the likelihood of them getting convicted. And based off of the hard evidence they had on him, a school like that is going to want to quickly disconnect from you. That's just my educated guess. I don't know for a fact. So I'm only telling y'all what I believe to be true when it comes to that because I don't know. I just know what she said, and she's a liar. So there's no incentive to believe her. But they're going to want to distance themselves as soon as they can because of that. And just because he was still up on the website doesn't mean anything. That proves nothing. She knew what was loading. She lied about it. You're terrible. Wanted to keep on receiving. And I guarantee you she did a back end Cash App party um to get money to buy him those so-called 24.99 polo stuff that she says she bought him. Let me look at my comments. Wow. Of what? Th- who is this? Y'all know this person? Wow, that's crazy. He spammed my chat. Because I want to. Because I can. Where'd this person come from? Why you all in my business? Why you over here asking questions that you don't have the authority to ask? No, we gonna leave that. You jealous. Your mammy, your daddy, your greasy granny got holes in her patty, got a big behind like Frankenstein going meet down Sesame Street. That's how I feel about you, Anthony. Your mama, your daddy, your greasy granny got holes in her patty, got a big behind like Frankenstein going meet down Sesame Street. Your dumb ass on. I'm reading these comments. Damn, how many times you gonna say the same thing? You're LD? You LD, learning disability. Uh, I know it. Y'all know what? I need to go to sleep. What the hell is wrong with me? This what happened when you don't get enough sleep. That part, not like for real. That's crazy. If you, oh wow, okay. If you say so, if you say so, that part. You a clown, Anthony. You was a whole clown. That's so dumb. So I guess all of you know what? Cause you a clown. You in a chat where we are turning it up, talking about someone, and you over here trying to check somebody. Who the hell is you? You an idiot. You a lie. I don't know who you are, but I do know you a clown. You don't know what I have, and I don't owe you an explanation. If you had a man, Tater Bud, you better say it. If you had a man, you wouldn't be writing that part, Anthony. You mad? You mad? You the one without the man, ain't it? Oh my gosh, you mad about my man, my man, my man? Hey, can I tell you about my presents I got yesterday? I said, hey man, look, they got a sale. I want these two items. Here, credit card, that part. You mad? You big mad? Um, right. Oh, you must be talking about no, right, no words about I don't know. Okay, so I thought that they was all football players at some point. No words about the one that's still a football player, right? But the other one was a football player too, wasn't it? Don't tell me I'm crossing over kids because I thought they were all at some point football players. And the one that got in trouble, he was a football player in college too, wasn't he? I thought so. Somebody tell me if I mixed up the two. But I thought they was all high school football players. And then this youngest one, I think, I don't know if it's the youngest. One of them is like supposedly in like trade school. The other one is still supposedly playing football, getting all this money, but her mouth's still empty. And then the other one I thought was a football player at some point. Because he's the one they rushed to move him off campus. And that's how I think it went. So that's the one I'm talking about. The one that's locked up. Or no, he's in Mickey Mouse summer camp. Uh I know for a fact. Boy, bye. You know what? I'm gonna leave it. Hey, Chris, welcome back. He said, OMG. Well, prove it then. Prove it, you man, Anthony. Prove it. Put it in the chat. I double dog dare you. Don't talk about it, be about it. Put it in the chat. Put it on blast. Everything you claim you know, put it in the chat. Prove it. Details. You duck. You know who I think it is? I'm not lonely. But you know what? I ain't gonna hold y'all. I don't actually think that this is buckets. I don't think this is somebody. I don't really think this is buckets. You know who I think it is? Because he been trolling my chat lately. Um, under different names. It's what's his name? The People's Chump. It's the People's Chump because he keeps insisting that I don't have a man because nobody he wasn't man enough to marry anybody. So like the rest of us around his age, some have been married and divorced, some are still married, some have not been. But a lot of times when you get around our age, you at least have been married. So it's hard for him to understand the sanctity of marriage when it's not something that he's done. You're having a hard time understanding. You want me to put my husband on this audio? He don't get into women's business like you. I don't have to prove anything to you. But this the same man. I think it's him. I really do because ever since That day I went and really turned it up on them. I've been getting trolled this way by people under men's voice or men's screen names. Some of them want to flirt. Ooh, I want to see you. Ooh, I want to whatever on some fake stuff. Boy, bye. Under yourself or under a fake account, you couldn't even holler at me. You got $2.50 in your bank account at the time you filed for paternity for a woman giving birth to a child that you are crying online and saying is yours, but you wasn't man enough to sign the birth certificate. You is a wussy and a punk, and I don't deal with the likes of you. Never would I ever. And Marissa should have been cut you off. She should have been cut you off. The baby should have never happened. I don't care how broke she is. You too broke of a man to be hollering at a woman. And you damn sure ain't getting taken through there with $2.50 in your bank account. I can't hear your voice. $2.50 in your bank account? All I hear when you talk is wah 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 like Charlie Brown. Oh man. All I hear is wah 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 like Charlie Brown. In order for me to clearly hear you, I'ma need you like what you say? Where your cash at? You you mean to tell me you smash and you broke? You mean to tell me that a woman let you smash working at Panera Bread? It'd be different if you had more than one job bringing more money in. You mean to tell me that a woman, shit, how your shit work like broke like that? That's not manly. And ever since I turned it up on him, this been what's been happening in my chat. It's him. And I've seen him do it in other people before I ever said anything about them. Other female reactors that was doing commentary on him, his baby mama situation. Like when he comes into the conversation, this is exactly how it goes. So it's him. You couldn't, if I was available, you couldn't touch me with a 10-foot pole. But I can understand you not understanding the sanctity of marriage because you wasn't never man enough to do it. Your baby mama right now is in a hotel, motel, Holiday Inn with who you say is your baby, and you wasn't man enough to give her a place to stay. Why are you here? So, ladies, what we're gonna do, I'm about to go back into the comment section, and if you guys are with me when I say this, what we're gonna do is we're going to ignore him. You know why? If you do, if you could accept a man that's almost 50 years old with 6 kids with 6 different baby mamas, with one kid, um, with his kids not sharing his last name, with him not signing birth certificates, baby Wizzy's not his first time, with him constantly having issues with child support and the legal system having to get involved, with him having a freshly newborn baby that he hasn't financially contributed to, doesn't buy diapers, none of those things. That's according to his baby mama. That he showed up to the baby shower and only brought clothes, a pack and play, the end. He let his baby mama be so far behind on her rent, knowing that she needs a leadership of a man of his age that he didn't do, turned a blind eye. Now she's evicted in a hotel room with 2 kids plus the baby he claims to be his own, while he whining, moaning, itching, and complaining that he can't see the baby that he didn't sign the birth certificate for, birth documents, and hasn't provided for. And 6 kids, 6 baby mamas, nobody got his last name. One got a hyphenated name, just part of his last name. The rest of them don't. And the second to last baby mama ran off with the baby, and now this one did as well. And then the other baby mama and him had issues. These are the ones that happened in court. The other ones aren't documented that way. And he was thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars in arrears. Plus, he got all kind of court filings on him, debt. I don't even want to tell y'all how much he make, but some people make that in a week or more, make or more than that. And on top of it, at the time of his court filings, he had told the courts he had $2.50 in his bank account and asked them to waive the cost of the fines to file the documents. He couldn't even afford to do that. His car note on, I think it's 2026, it might be 25, I think it's 26, Chevy Trax is $730 a month. And he's got 6 kids, 4 minors, 1 in college. He claimed those 5 that he has to take care of, and told the courts he paid $700 a month in child support. But the documents that are filed documenting child support says 200 each. That's a round number. So, and $2.50 in his bank account at the time of the court filings. If you can hear a man like that talk, we'll continue to acknowledge what he's saying. I'm going to ignore him because all I hear is wah, 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 wah. Even when I read the comments, it sounds like Charlie Brown to me. You might as well just typed a bunch of, if I had my other device open, I just type a bunch of random letters in the chat. That's what his comments look like to me. I know it's him. Since that day I turned it up on him, this what's been happening in my chat. It's him. He come at night. He try to act like he want to flirt. Nigga, ain't nobody. If I was available, it would never be you. And you funny looking. And I think you short. And then none of that matters before you being broke. You did nothing with yourself. And you trying to sell people financial dreams. Just because you lie about it don't make it true. That ain't what you told the courts. I'd be embarrassed to say that if it wasn't true. What's in your court filings? Go somewhere. Do I look like Marissa? You over here sleeping with the baby mama, knowing that she's selling her crown, knowing she was selling it to randoms, not always protected. And you still was over there slipping and sliding. What man would allow the woman that he ain't claiming, because you ain't even man enough to be consistent? You got a revolving door situation going with that lady. Can't help her financially. Still willing to go in that cat for free, knowing she's selling it. We don't hear you. And with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, I'm dropping the mic. I'm done. And from here on out, when he pop up in the chat on Bull, guess what we gonna do? Ignore him. Vibe said, ooh, wait, you made somebody mad. Oh, man. Right. Okay, Tater Bud. She said, you right. He didn't make it. Okay. Yeah. Okay. I was like, like, am I crossing him? She said, okay. Exactly. Gossip, not gospel. Actually, you know what? No offense to y'all, but we gonna act like he don't exist. So we just go, oh, well, I guess I'm gonna read the comments though. She said, gossip, not gospel, Anthony. Tilo said, a whole clown, a BAN. I'm adding that BAN part. She said, he has all the children right. Yeah, oh, yeah, yeah. You see? T1000 said, so that's an ASI troll? Wow, he big mad. Is. And he keep coming under different topics. That's why, you see, y'all look at it. That's why he responding the way he responding. He don't really know what's going on, because he over there from that group. He just mad. And I'm telling you, I read what I could read of the documents. I didn't dox him. That was the same day that I said whatever my opinion is. Ever since then, consistent. It's so far we're at 3 different, 1, 2, 3, 4, because 3 and a possible. 3 and a possible male names. Now he'll switch over to that. Oh, I take that back. Shit, let me not forget. First, he came under that the first time he came under a female's name. But where he effed up is, it's the same female that be in his baby mama chat, conversing back and forth with her, long paragraphs talking about Christ and Jesus, and you should give him a chance, you should call him and ask him, you should this, you should that. I'm a tone down the way I'm speaking because the school bus is coming, and I don't want to be super animated with these children getting off the bus. And just wait a second. It's not what I'm waiting on, but I just don't want to be looking all little kids like, is that adult okay? Be like crap buckets carrying on and carrying on in front of your grandchild, and the kid is like, calm down. So um I'm gonna take it down a notch. But yeah, ever since I was saying it was that female name, that same one. I got a screenshot of the name. Y'all know I don't always know the name, but I definitely screenshotted it in both chats, hers and mine. It's the same name. And I've seen people definitely call out the fact that it's him, but it's so obviously him because nobody's that invested. And most people don't even like her. And then who's writing for him that hard? There's a few people, but I just don't think they'll be. Call him. You never know. Ask him. You should ask your baby daddy. Oh, I think he'll do it. God believes this. Christ believes that. That's him. That was the first name that dropped in my chat after that. It was actually a female name. And then I called it out. I'm like, oh, you definitely him. That's the same name that be in her chat acting like you for her. And ain't no way you for her and for me at the same time. Because if she see you over here, I don't care how much she think you've been verbally supporting her. She is gonna block you. So if you was really for her, you wouldn't come over here. So ever since I said that, he didn't come back under that name. He came back under a male name. And now he got 3 and a possible male names in rotation. And they all keep trolling. So now he finally came out and said it with his chest. But don't worry about it. Because some of the women's chats you be in, whether it's under your account or one of your troll accounts, it doesn't matter. Some of those women are single. Guess what? It doesn't invalidate their opinion. We had this conversation on one of the other times you was under here under a troll account. I said I wasn't gonna talk to you, but I'm gonna say this again, and then I ain't addressing your comments though. It doesn't invalidate what those ladies have to say. That's the other thing, because you always talking about her in terms of a man, like a man makes her. When the man that she's made children with, the last child, we're not talking about them other baby daddies like you tried to throw into the conversation to deflect away from the fact that you're a bum. You're the latest baby daddy, and you got your baby mama currently considered homeless. Staying in a hotel is under the category of homeless. You're not a man. But yet you always in somebody comment under your name or a fake name trying to talk about how a woman needs a man. Didn't you pop out here initially in the manosphere? But you don't do nothing for a woman. Every time you go somewhere with your baby mama, she got to pay. I was just feeling nice. I was just being nice. So I bought snacks for us. I just bought us some food because I was just feeling nice. Your baby mama gave birth. You ain't signed the birth documents, but you saying this, your baby is away from you. She gave birth and she paid to feed you. You couldn't even be man enough to get this woman a push gift. Cause you ain't got no money. But you could have did something nice for her. I don't like her. She's a bum just like you and a terrible mother, but you a terrible daddy. You ain't think nothing of this woman to give birth to your 6th child, no less. You ain't learned. I wanted to marry her. Wanted and did is 2 different things. Your ass almost 50 damn years old. Nobody give a damn what you wanted. All right, back to the comments. He just shifted the conversation. Nobody gives a damn what a motherfucker wanted. Did you do it? It don't take that long to get married. if you in a rush. And even if you didn't marry her, you could have gave her a place to stay because she got your baby, dummy. She homeless with your baby. You are fucked up, a whole nother level of fucked up. And you talking about her being homeless with her family in another state and she don't have no friends because she messed up. Just like we taught the other people socially awkward, so was you with your baby mama. But you're born and raised in the ATL. Let you tell it. You got family and ain't no friends because you messed up. And then nobody give you a place to stay. Get out of my comments. You're a liar. You are the person I'm talking about. No, look. Y'all see that? You see that? Oh, he got mad when I start. Look, I'm getting in the comment section. Y'all see that? He said, what the F are you talking about? And I'm going to delete it because of the F word. Otherwise, I would leave it there. But I don't want that language there. But you see how I hit a nerve? Every time I start talking about his situation, his current standards, financial, how much of a bum he is, all the things, he gets mad. Let me see. Right. Bye, Tony. Exactly, Bonnie. Bye, Charlie Brown. Wah, 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 wah. Deuces. That's right. T1000 said doses. I said, be gone. I'm just gonna ignore his name because he don't exist. I'm gonna ignore his name just like women his own age. We might as well keep on talking about him then, because he said that he was, when the last live he turned up. I'm gonna have to do the replay now because as much as he deleted it, it still exists. I got it. And I don't know if we're gonna listen to him do it. I got an idea of how I want to do it. That's why I was kind of waiting, and I think I'm gonna do it exactly like that. But we gonna listen to him. Y'all catch what I'm laying down? We gonna listen to him as he talked all that stuff um about the baby mama. We gonna listen to him. You see? Now he calling names. Big mouth and fool. He cursing. Woo! Press. I'm laying on them triggers. Put the gas on that. I'm laying on them triggers. He mad. You mad. Oh, what I was about to say. He was in there talking about how he could get a woman. He talking about he could get women in his 20s. This man almost 50 years old. And he would talk about the baby mama Thomas. So he was like, basically, like, I could pull 20-year-olds. Yeah, that's the only one you could pull because 20-year-olds don't care about you being broke as much, especially not this next generation. But these 20-year-olds is built different. They're going to get you to send them money for food, feed them. They want to smoke. They want to do the things they want to do, and they'll turn out and check out on you so fast. It's fast. It's surface. Yes, you can pull a 20-year-old, but can you pull a peer? Or what them standards looking like? What them 40-year-olds looking like? You ain't say you could pull them, though. And when he mentioned me, and I got it all recorded, not only he said I was fat, he said I got 5 chins. And then he talking about how he could take me through there. No, you can't. How your stuff rise with $2.50 in your bank account? You are focused on the wrong things. You couldn't touch me with a 10-foot pole. I won't bring my man into no childish drama. This is dumb. You're insignificant. Nobody ever paid you attention, so why should I take you serious? Your shit shouldn't even be working. How the hell your stuff work and you broke? That's how we know you less than a man. When a man is broke, a real man, he trying to get money. How you pulling a real woman with no
$2.50 in your bank account and $730 on a car note for a basic model Chevy? Boy, bye. See, cursing again. He said, "This is my first time in your chat. What the F are you talking about?" Oh, man. He mad. Ooh, he's so mad. Hey, Gamma. Did I speak? I don't know if I spoke to you earlier or not. I think I did. But if not, hey, welcome back. He said, "I'm laughing at you, goofy. I'm not him." Oh, he's so mad. You a bum. You a bum. You must have been listening to me in the skybox earlier. Did you enjoy the refreshments? They're top tier. Like something you can't get unless somebody gives it to you. Now, everybody that comes in the skybox, enjoy a sit back and relax. Hey, guys, everybody that's in the skybox, if you haven't tapped in, take this virtual journey with me. Get you an ice cold beverage. You want some soda? I got some fresh squeezed juice. We got ice. I know me, I'm going to need me a cup of ice so I can drink my soda and I can have me a little ice to chew on and some fresh, that chewable ice. I got one of them ice machines up there. A little snacks here and there. What kind of snack you prefer? Let me know, because we're gonna make sure them kind of snacks stay stacked up in the skybox. Yes, indeed. And I hope that Mr. Man, well, not Mr. Man, because that's the little fella, uh that's the ASI falls under, if that's the right way to say it. So not Mr. Man, but we're gonna call this one Madman. I hope Madman enjoy those free refreshments, because usually when he gets treated to food and drinks, a woman pays for it. Even if it's his baby mama that can't afford it, come out here and beg for money from people on a daily basis, and then he come and beg for money from her. The baby mama had to give him $600 to pay his bills, but he lied and told her that it was for his daughter's college payments. But if you tap into them court documents, I beg to differ. And she said he was behind on his bills at the time, and then he started telling her to delete her social media account because she was exposing him. He talking about didn't nobody know he had 6 kids and 6 baby mamas until she told it. Hey, bestie Westie, keep telling it. You done blocked him? Girl, tell everything. He is mad. You see him? You see your baby daddy in the comments? Come get your man. Come get him. Come get your revolving door man. We got a bunch of real women over here. We don't tolerate that. You come, you stay, you be on some serious stuff, or you get your ass on. Young or old. I feel like we was standing on business. Young or old ladies. We are mature age women, most of us now, but I feel like most of us, even when we was young women, the bestie Westie is 31. I think she's still 31. Yeah. She born later in the year. She's still 31. 31 years old. That's a young lady to me. Guess what? We were standing on business. We wasn't about to tolerate no revolving door brokey. So why are you here? You would have never been able to get down with none of us. And we don't need our men in the chat. You know why? Because they respect women issues or whatever women are doing. This is very feminine what we're over here doing. Why the hell is a man? I'm not saying that a man can't be in it. I do like when men come in here, but I like men that come in here that brings masculine energy. I've had a man here and there that's really on some masculine energy, but not this. This is feminine. I don't want no man with no feminine energy over here. Like, what the hell is you doing? Get a life. See what Dollar said. You must like it here. Thought you was gone. We ain't calling your name. He said, I'm about to move around. Then take your dumb ass home. Damn, it took you long enough. Damn, was you on the slow bus? But you can't take a hint. You're not embarrassed yet? I'm about to move around. You better move around, brokey. You can't afford to be here. Damn, $2.50? Do they even got super chats that low? no, the one that was originally in here. Anthony leaves. I said his name. And then Johnny comes in. Mind you, Johnny was here before. He might have been in the last chat, but Johnny is also him. Johnny is also him. And what did I tell y'all earlier? He keep coming under different men names, talking about, ooh, I want to see you. Ooh, I bet you look like this. Ooh, can I meet you with hearts? I'm not about to, you know what? Gone somewhere. Why don't you go meet your baby mama? You got her cash app? She blocked you, she said. Is it true? I don't know, because y'all both be lying. But why don't you meet your baby mama cash app with some of your paycheck and take care of that baby instead of coming telling social media how she keeping the baby from you? Why don't you do that? Hey, stay in my lane. Happy Thursday. Motherfucker, he is crazy. This motherfucker on some straight bull. This is definitely staying up. This one is definitely staying up. Got to. That's the only way. And you getting tagged. You broke, busted bum. You gonna switch. He gonna. I, how dumb do you have to be for me to point out what I pointed out about the fake um troll pages, I should say, and then he get chased out of the chat. First of all, you get called on your stuff that's pissing you off, and then you immediately start name calling and cursing. You mad? I'm not the bestie Westie. What, you gonna go live on me and dirty delete it? I don't care. I already got you already on your other one. Say it with your chest. The next time you turn up, lead a live up. Don't be a little punk put. Don't be one of those. Leave it up. Say it with your chest and let it stand. Just like I'm gonna let this stand. Okay? Do that. Instead of being on some weak boy stuff. You do that. And as soon as I pointed out, not only the first part that I said, but the next part about how he has different names, and some of the names call themselves being flirtatious. What did he do? Got chased out under the other name and came back under the other name. And earlier, when I saw that person in my chat, I instantly knew it was him. Instantly. You a bum. Wah, 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 wah. We're going to call you JF. Wah, 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 wah. We're going to call you Ant Dog. Wah, 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 wah. Charlie Brown. Stand my lane say, hey kids, you going off on somebody, and I'm loving every minute of it. It's the people's chump under his troll pages. He been in his feelings. I don't know why. Like it's some other female content creators that he was loving to come at. And then all of a sudden he discovered me and decided to add me to his list of women that he want to go sideways at. But when it's time to come at a man, the head of ASI, the interviewer, we'll call his name Marcus. When he's had opportunities to go toe to toe with Marcus, he's been on at least a couple of panels where he could have spoke to Marcus like a man and went round for round, but his chump butt dropped down and ran like the sucker that he is. He is a sucker. So that's when it comes to men. But when it comes to women, he's still a sucker, because you got to be a chump to be up under troll pages. A real man would have came under his real name. A real man. They would have stood on it and put their chest out. He can't even do that with men or women. I'm embarrassed for you. Nothing you've shown out here has been masculine. Nothing. Nothing. A sucker. One is born every day. It has shifted the whole conversation. I think I said enough about buckets and I made my point. So we're going to turn it up on him, and then I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to be outy 5,000 G. Straight like that. Sam Lane said, tell him to keep the always with wings on. That part. Like, listen. Do you use tampons and your always at the same time? You got to have the one with wings. Or do you only use tampons? Are you on your cycle right now? Is that what the problem is? Your best friend is visiting and you miss your baby? That ain't your baby because you didn't legally sign the document, and you also mad because your baby mama was tolerating your bullshit with that baby. And then I did that live and I said, bestie, that ain't his baby legally. He can't do shit to you about the baby because he ain't signed no government document with his name on it attaching the baby to it. Except yours is because it came out your womb. And if you run off on the plug with the baby, it ain't nothing he could do. Call the 12 all he want to. They gonna show up and be like, show and prove. And then he ain't gonna be able to do it. And I ain't gonna talk about the other documents that's out there about him. Bestie, I didn't say this before. Let me add this in. When I tell you he gassing you about calling 12, look him up, girl. He's not gonna call 12. Because if he called 12, he's taking a ride in that back seat. You hear me? You hear me? So don't be afraid when he keep telling you, when he keep rolling up on you unannounced that he gonna call 12. Because he not trying to take that ride. And good for you listening. I was just trying to put you up on game because I felt like you didn't know. And I think you didn't. I know you don't like me and I don't like you. But I do be trying to help, even though I talk crap. You're not a good mother, girl. You could really do better. But you did a good job with that baby daddy. He didn't want to claim your baby legally. He embarrassed you after you gave birth by arguing with you. You just put your body through 10 months, birthed a healthy baby, or 9 or 8, however long you was pregnant, because you had them other men there, and you really don't know who your baby daddy is, but he want to play house like it is his, so we gonna pretend like it's his. Somewhere from 8 to 10 months you was pregnant. You birthed out a baby that he claiming. y'all forgive my shade. I hope y'all are well entertained. Somewhere from 8 to 10 months she was pregnant. Oh man, full term, maybe not full term. Was it one of them tricks babies? We don't know. You don't know either. We gonna find out when that paternity test come back. But in the meantime, in between time, he wanted to show up like the people's chump and claim the baby to be his, and he still is. But he wasn't man enough to sign them birthing documents because he wanted to stall on that child support coming out his check because he can't afford it, amongst other reasons. He ain't a real man. Good listening. And keep on listening. Like I said, you could keep him blocked. You do not have to let him see that baby until them court documents is signed establishing his paternity. That's your baby, not his. And he gonna embarrass you? He gonna put them other men out here? He gonna tell us that you was tricking and then you came with it and said you was tricking? Your baby daddy told us that. You was tricking. I heard it from him before I heard it from you. I think. Either way it goes, he ain't had no business saying it, wherever it came from first. He put you out there like that. Don't deal with him. Keep him blocked. And don't answer them random calls and them texts either. You know it's him, just like these trolls in this account. If he can create troll accounts, guess what? He can create fake numbers and keep calling you. You already see it. Don't answer them. Just block them immediately. Send them to voicemail and block them. And keep your location exclusive. Don't let him get none of that. None. He a weirdo. You're just mad because your baby mama listened and took her baby. How dare you embarrass her after giving birth? If you weren't sure it was your baby, you could have discussed that with her before she gave birth. You gonna argue with her at the birthing center? You a chump. And then not sign the birthing documents, but you out here talking about it's your baby trying to get sympathy. Don't nobody got sympathy for you. You almost 50 damn years old. You've been through this 5 times before her number 6. You know exactly how the game go. You punk, you a chump. The hell out my comment section. That bull-ish. With that bull-ish. Whew, don't make no sense. No sense at all. Just weak. Weak sauce. Mm-mm-mm. I'm trying to mind my business. I'm over here talking about buckets. And the chump wanted some attention. Ridiculous. Putting all that foul language in my chat. Y'all already know how it goes. You put foul language, I'm getting rid of it. Now you say it strategically, I'm gonna leave it. And I know that one that I did on you, the last time I turned it up on your chump butt, fast as I could get off of here, they were censoring me. That's fine. I did. I cursed and I said a whole bunch of things. I don't care. I don't care. My chat stopped moving though. Am I still on here? Is he reporting? Is he reporting? Is this thing on? Where is my? Oh, there they are. Right there. Let me make sure it's still on. Is it on? Can y'all hear me? Holla if you hear me. I gotta use the bathroom now. I'm on here a little longer than I thought I would be. I gotta double check and see. Oh, I think I am. It's still okay. Cause it had froze up last time. Okay, okay, yeah. So I still got sound. All right, I had a double check. I had a double check. I had to add a check. Oh, you know what? Let me put this away. Wait, I didn't mean to do that. Ooh wee. I did not mean to do that. No, 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 no. I don't want to do that either. I don't want to do that either. Ridiculous. A whole wimp of a man. A whole wimp. With a point of view of a woman gotta be up under a man, or a woman gotta be somehow like attached, like I said, there's people out here that do react to him, that are females that have said outright that they are single. I think actually, you know what, the other one, actually I take that back. I think she lives with her baby daddy. I was about to say her, but actually I take that back. I completely take that back. I was thinking about that one, but I was listening to her the other day when she was talking about her situation. And actually, she was saying that she lives with her baby daddy. And you know something? Doesn't matter whether a woman, if any of the women had been, it doesn't invalidate their point of view. But now that I think about it, once I never knew that about her. Um, so that means that that's not true for any of us. But at the same time, he when he drops in the chat, he want to say that we're single, like it makes a difference that about you being broke. It's not true. If we're taking everybody at their word, I believe those women. Why would they lie? But at the end of the day, it doesn't matter. You know who is single? Chump. I almost said his actual name. You know who is single, Chump? Your baby mama. You know something, Chump? You almost 50 years old, and you ain't been man enough to change nobody's last name. How dreadful. You know something, Chump? You let your baby mama give birth single. You stressed her out the entire time she was with child for the kid that you claiming that she's keeping away from you. That's not manly. Anything could have happened to that baby. Thank God he was born healthy. Anything could have happened to that baby. And she over there is drinking Rita's like she trying to put him out of business because you stressing her the hell out. You're almost 50 years old. You could have did a lot more for that woman if you had it in you. So don't come over here with your mommy issues. Was your mama never married? Is that why you have such a hard time thinking that any of us got a man, engaged, married, the different statuses of the women that are talking about you? Is that the reason? Because nobody married your mama? And so you decided you won't marry anybody? That's got to be what it is. And where was your daddy at? We have heard you mention your mama briefly, who did for you until she passed. You couldn't even stand on your own, and you was well into your 30s. But where your daddy at? Your daddy wasn't around, was he? Couldn't have been. So you didn't learn how to be a man. So you over here acting like a woman. And because nobody changed your mama last name, and your daddy ditched, he looked at you and was like, hell no. I won't be dealing with them kind of problems. I'm out this bit. He probably relocated across the country. He's straight West Coasted. He said, F that little N word. I won't be effing with him. Shit. I don't want them type of problems. Thank you, T. Appreciate that, boo. Oh, man. He said, I don't want them kind of problems. Hell no, I'm out this bitch. Fuck that shit. So since your daddy ran off on you, you decided to run off on everybody, pretending like you taking care of him when you ain't. And since he wasn't around and nobody changed your mama last name, in addition to want to throw that at all women, your mama was single. So therefore, all the women got to be single. We not like her. We not like her. I can't speak for them, but I'm taking them at their word, though. I don't know why they would lie, so I believe them. That's my choice. We not like her. We not like her. Some people can't get past their own thing to see that others are different. The life that you live don't mean that others are living that way. Get past that ridiculousness. Talk about who you can take down and all. That's always his attack. That's why I'm laying on it, because it's weird to me. Of all the things you could say, it's always you single. And there are plenty of single women that are strong, independent, willful, for whatever reason that they are. It doesn't make them bad. So I got to defend my single sisters as well. Because you saying all of that proves what? You still a chump. And it doesn't matter. Whoever you've been with was single because you didn't man up like most men do, like real men do, not chumps. You couldn't man up. So you can't see past yourself. Most men are providers. They get with somebody with real intentions. And then they want that woman all to themselves, no sharing. And they work hard to make sure that their needs are met financially in other ways. And if all they can get is a Panera job, they go get another one because that ain't enough to pay the bills. And then there's you. You not like them. You not like them. Don't come over here no more under none of your troll accounts until you man up like real men do. My man will not have a conversation with you. Y'all are not on the same level. Have you ever even bought a damn diamond anything? Let alone a ring you gonna give somebody? What the hell? The hell up out of here. You weirdo. You a weirdo. An absolute weirdo. You can troll all you want to. I don't mind. Because you're gonna get clowned every time. Give me something to talk about. It's entertaining to turn up on you. And that's exactly what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna continue to turn up on you. I'm gonna continue to turn up on you every time you come into my chat. Cause see that other night, um, I screenshot it. You know what? I should have. Let me do it right now. Let me do it right now. Cause I know I've been messing around and been in. I should have done it before I deleted some of the comments. But I was like that other night that you was in my comments. I screenshot. Okay, there we go. I keep. Oh shoot. Let me do it like this. Now I take it to the bottom. Okay, there we go. I screenshot it. I just did it again. I keep screenshotting Cause I know that. Okay, let me finish my sentence. I keep screenshotting the names that he keeps coming under because I may not be able to actually call the name without either seeing it or looking at the screenshot. So every time he comes in my chat under one of them fake pages, I screenshot it because I know it's you. I don't do coincidences. And since I know you so butthurt, I'm definitely gonna keep turning up on you. I honestly, let me tell you something, chump. Let me tell you something else. I've been planning to react to something of yours. You can get rid of it all you want to. I already got it. So make it go away. I don't really care. But every time I get ready to do it, everything else is more important than you. Just like how your parents saw you. Everything else was more important than you. That's why you so mad. And I keep going, nope, I'll do that and then I get to it. Nope, I'll do that and then I get to it. Nope, I'll do that and then I get to it. And when I run out of stuff to do, then I'll get to you. Just like your mama did you. Just like your siblings. Just like your whole family. Who right there in the ATL and they let your bummy begging butt be unhoused. The same. Just the same. Nope, get from round here. And oh, the irony that you keep wanting to pop up when I'm talking about buckets. Look at the things you guys have in common. Hold on, this isn't connected.
Buckets. Every time I keep talking buckets, you keep coming in my chat. And you and buckets, chump, y'all have a lot of things in common. You do. Except buckets did beat you in one area. Whether that's her boyfriend or something else, she kept a man attached to her. You can't even keep a consistent woman. Damn. How dreadful. But I'm when I'm turning it up on buckets, here you come. 1 second. Here you come. You know what it's giving? Let me tell y'all what it's giving. Let me pull this close. You know what it's giving? Trigger! Trigger! She got afflictions. You got afflictions. Y'all got a lot in common. Terrible. Busted. I mean, and y'all close. Y'all close in age. Damn. Let me think where she at. I was like, how close are y'all close in location too? Damn. How dreadful. Anyway, y'all, I was not planning to be on here this long, but it's all good. You know, the people's chump wanted some attention. He got it. Keep coming in here and trolling. I told you last time, chump, I will black out the doxing information and post the documents showing how much you. Okay, listen, I don't know why. If I ask y'all, I should put it up on my community wall. Showing how much somebody earns a month in a court document. Is that doxing somebody? What do y'all think? Do y'all think that's equivalent? My phone is on fire. Do y'all think that's equivalent to doxing somebody? Because I'm trying to figure out what I need to black black out. Like I know most of the stuff I need to black out because I don't want to. dox anyone. But I will show, listen, chump, I don't want to go there with you. I read the stuff, that's enough. Or I will turn the camera on and show the documents on the screen. I could do that as well. Like, and just redact certain information too easy and then just back it up, including the list of last names. Because your point of contention with your baby mama when it comes to the birthing document, you claim is because she wouldn't give the baby your last name. So that's the reason that you made to not sign it. When those lists of children that you wrote out all have different last names. I won't put their whole names out there because they're kids. I won't even put the whole last name out there because if I show the last three letters of each name, you can still see that they're different. I don't want to threaten anybody for real, but like, get out your fields, bro. It is what it is. You went to the courthouse. You filed public documents on your baby mama because you weren't man enough to sign the paternity for a kid you claim is yours. At this point, your most recent post is claiming the baby to be yours, and you can go get rid of the post all you want to. I already have it. And I'm sure the rest of us that react to you do as well. And you know what's funny? This is what I find funny. Speaking of men, there's also, let me put this up here. I'm trying to keep it out the sun, but I want to be able to see it. There's also a man that reacts to you. And you know something? I don't hear you calling his name. I don't. I don't hear you calling his name. But you want to turn up on the women. So the man and then the interviewer. You want to drop down off panels when it's time to go toe to toe with the interviewer. I already got it. I knew it. Oh, no, no, no. Oh, I take that back. Oh, no. Okay, I misread that. It's there. I knew you was going to, I know you going to try to get rid of that post. Let me tell y'all what it says. Let me tell you what it says. Since we on here, we might as well press go. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. I'm coming. I'm not gonna read the comment section because it'll take too long. And I'm literally trying to wrap up something that the people's chump don't know nothing about doing. Or he wouldn't have six kids and six baby mamas with six randoms. And if you don't commit to her, she a random because you can't claim her if you a revolving door. And the last one, you knew she was out there selling her meow, purr, purr, purr. And you still kept taking her through there, take her through there. Where we going, twin? Yeah, you did that. You did that. I gotta get these comments though, cause he probably gonna make this post go away. I didn't have the comments. I was too busy rushing that day. Yeah, buddy, my buddy. You're ridiculous. Trying to bring a man out to talk to him when you won't even talk to men. That day you brought all those women's names out talking about what you would do and how you could pull each one of us. But that man that's over there talking about you, you ain't got nothing to say about him. And even he has more than you. Property, all kinds of things. Said he's divorced has a connection to at least a child that be calling him and you see it, asking him for stuff, manning up, being a daddy. Even the interviewer, you might not like him, but he does show himself showing up for his children in a real way. So you are on an island all by yourself, you chump. This is what the post says. One of the hardest things to let me before I say that, because I was going to say something else. I was about to say if he had questions about whether or not Baby Wizzy was his, what he could have done is manned up, paid for them to do a DNA test while the baby was in the womb, and either know it's his and stand 10 toes on it, or walk away like he's done constantly. As a matter of fact, they both at some point said that they were never actually in a relationship. And one of the lives his baby mama did, I want to say 2 weeks ago, she said that she has never actually had a boyfriend. She got 3 kids and 3 baby daddies. She said she's never actually had a boyfriend. That's what she said. So you gave her a baby, but you couldn't even man up and like be her boyfriend. You just want to be a baby daddy to women and not be the boyfriend or the fiance or the husband, more likely. So you could be the provider. She wanted to live with you. You gassed her about the possibility of living with you. So you could take her through there, knowing that you never had any intentions of manning up. A real man, if you know it, just as much as a woman, a good woman behind a real man, powerful. But a real man, a leader, a provider, can guide that woman and help her figure some things out because that's what your baby mama needs. But you don't have it in you. This is what it says, and then I'm going to get up out of here. It says one of the hardest things to face in times like this is not knowing how your child is doing or are they okay. It says as a parent who only wants the best for their child and who has always made sure their needs are met before anything. By the way, this is he put a period on that. So this is the sentence. I'm gonna read it. You know what? Let me finish reading it and then I'll go back to that. He said, "This is the hardest pill I have to swallow, and it cuts deeper than the deepest part of the ocean. As I continue to pray without ceasing for your safety, know that I have not left you, but removed from you unwillingly." He's been removed from baby Wizzy unwillingly. That's his version of the story. But he willfully chose not to sign the father's spot on the birthing documents. So another black male in metro Atlanta, an urban area, all these statistics and stereotypes, was born to a single mother with no father listed on the birth documents. You made your son a statistic, not her. But when he turns it up on her, everything's her fault. He's never accountable. That's his version of the story, and he's sticking to it. It's hot as hell in this car. I'm gonna have to ooh, I gotta turn that on. And then I'm gonna have to make sure this did not connect to. Oh, here we go. Is that a male name? Here we go again. Here we go again. Uh-huh. Hold on. Please don't tell me that I just disconnected the damn device. Like, bro, don't connect again. Um 1 second, y'all. Oh, God. Just like how your baby mama put you in timeout. Just like how your baby mama put you in timeout when she blocked you. You in timeout, fool. Just showing. Oh, damn. You know what? Let me do that so I can have that other screen name. There it is. Just keep coming up. That just lets you know how many pages he got. So the other two got called out. So here he come with the next male name that I've never seen before. Oh, and by the way, one of the other things he said that I was lacking subscribers, and he said that I talked to a black screen with no views or a few people listening to me. Now, as I have his page open, as I just read the comment, the last time because when I responded to him, I looked at his numbers. The first night, no, I take that back. This is how it happened. He said what he said. I responded. I looked at his numbers. He was just under 600. He went ham on her, on his baby mama 2 weeks ago when he couldn't get in and she had blocked him and she wouldn't let him in the house, and he forced himself to spend the night at her house and she didn't give him any nookie. That's what she said. The time before that, when the baby came out of the hospital, she gave him some nookie, but she said he basically forced it. And I'm like, listen, bestie Westy, he can't force it. If you firmly say no and he force it, you know that's a crime. And in Georgia, that carries uh up to life. Look at Nature Boy. And after that, the next time he came over, she said she told him no, and he didn't get none. So he crashed out on her. That was the one where he threw me and other people in his conversation. He called my actual channel name. So it's no doubt he was talking about me. He said, and Kiss the Ring too. That he said that 5 chin. I think he said fat B or something. He definitely said 5 chin having. He might have said fat. And then he said B word. Of course you don't respect women. You call your own baby mama a B word and she let you take her through there. Why would I expect any different? That's just an unmanly person you are. He was just under 600. And then this last time that he went on her, his numbers was going up. And the last time I had looked was when that last time he went on her 2 weeks ago. And he was at the exact number that he's at right now. So what happened was, before he began to spaz out on her, he was in the two something. Every time he spaz out on her, his numbers go up. And the only way he was able to get over 500 is by spazzing out on her. He done had the channel for like 3 years and he couldn't get no numbers. People only come over there to see and hear what he's saying about Westy. So he can't do nothing without a woman. He can't do nothing without a woman. But he swear every woman that's got something to say is manless. But you can't do nothing without a woman. You can't even get snacks without a woman. You can't even go to eat at a restaurant without a woman. Every time you get food with Westy, she paid for it because she was feeling nice, because she was feeling nice, because she was just feeling like being nice, guys, with the money she begged people for. You crazy. Loco en la cabeza. Anyway, y'all, I'm hungry. I'm tired. And I'm about to wrap up my stream. Thank y'all for coming in here. Anybody that stayed for the long haul, I definitely want to thank you because this was a long, long live. Um, Yeah, I'm sitting here. I'm hot. I thought I was gonna do this real quick and I was gonna get up out of here, but it was worth it to stick around and drag that dusty bum. Um, so yeah, with that being said, I'm gonna get up out of here. I am gonna see y'all around. I probably go see some of y'all at game night on It's Grandma's World. If I'm there, I might actually be a spectator tonight though, because I'm kind of tired. So I might just watch. Plus, last week my my thing was spazzing out on me. I might need to just leave it closed, go check to see if it needs to be updated or reset to figure out why I'm having problems. But some of the problems I'm having with it, other people was having. But last night on game night, it kept spinning on me. And then when I catch it up to live, it spin again and then it put me back a few seconds. Then I catch it up to live and then it spin on me and it put me back a few seconds. And you know, game night is time sensitive. And I just got frustrated after a while. So I said, forget it. But I'm kind of tired today anyway. So I might just be a spectator and we're going to see who wins. Or, I might just play for fun, even if I'm a few seconds behind. I don't know, but I'm unless I fall asleep, unless I fall asleep, I'm gonna see y'all on game night on Is Grandma's World or wherever I see you in these YT streets. I hope you are thoroughly enjoyed, and I don't know what I'm saying. Y'all know I'm tired, but I really hope that y'all have a great rest of y'all day. And with that being said, y'all know I really hope and I also pray that you guys' cup is filled overflowing and that you are abundantly blessed. And I hope that whoever gave you children is not a bum like the people's chump. I hope and I pray sincerely that you guys have peace in your relationships and that you do not have to deal with a bummy, begging, busted Mitch like the people's chump, who has nothing better to do with his day than work a few hours at Panera Bread and then come under multiple accounts and troll women that are doing women's things. I hope that's not your story. And so, because he is not at peace, we're not gonna, well, you know what? I'm not gonna exclude him. I hope that everyone is filled with peace. And I hope and I pray that the people's chump can find peace in his life so that he can be the peace to whatever woman that he is currently being stressful, dramatic, evil to, whether it's the ones he gave babies to or the ones that he is trolling out here on these YT streets or any other social platform. I pray that he finds a way to be at peace so that he can show up peaceful wherever he shows up. But in the meantime, in between time, I'm going to get up out of here. And y'all already know I'm going to catch y'all on the rebound. And with that being said, until the next time, peace.